Hello, everyone. I am Alice. I recently got married to my childhood love, and we now live in a beautiful house that my parents gave us as a wedding gift. Sounds dreamy, right? However, it was not like that just a month ago. We had to bear a lot of stress recently. It was the day when I told my parents that I wanted to marry the love of my life. That day, I invited Ethan and his entire family over for dinner at our house.
Welcome, everyone! I'm so glad to meet you all. Thank you, Mike. You have a very big and beautiful house. Yes, by God's grace.
My mom and dad welcomed Ethan and his family. After chatting for a while, we all went to the dining area. The food served was Ethan's favorite. He smiled at me as he saw his favorite pasta.
Mike, we wanted to talk to you about us.
My dad smiled, knowing what was coming.
Yes, go ahead.
Actually, Alice and I are in love. We have been childhood friends, and over time we fell in love. Now we want to take our relationship further by getting married. I promise to love her forever. Ethan spoke of all this in a single breath, waiting for my parents' reaction. My dad remained silent, and I was so anxious about how they would react. After observing our faces for a moment, my mom and dad burst into laughter. Mom, Dad, why are you laughing?
We knew it. Your mom and I discussed it this morning. This is not just a dinner. It's a gathering to discuss your wedding preparations.
Oh, thank you so much, Dad. I looked at Ethan, who was both ecstatic and nervous at the same time. We hugged each other tightly, and his parents congratulated us.
I am glad you accepted. We had to. Our daughter's happiness is the most important thing to us.
I was worried because Ethan does not own a house yet, and he is not yet financially stable.
Mom, please, I'm working on it. Oh, that's not a big problem. It is just a house. I will give you a house as a wedding gift.
No, Mike, that's not necessary. It is okay. You can take your time. A small house will not hurt.
Yes, Ethan, let me help you.
Ethan looked disappointed. I knew he was a hard-working man, but Martha seemed a bit greedy. Even his dad insisted on providing a house. It felt strange to me, but I thought it was okay. Building a house takes time. The evening went on with a mix of excitement and relief. Before, things were a bit tense, but after that, we were all happy and looking forward to things. We started talking about our wedding plans, like where it would happen, when, and who would come. When the night was ending, we said goodbye to our guests, and we promised to meet up again soon to talk more about the wedding. After everyone left, Mom, Dad, did you like Ethan?
Your mom and I are so happy, Alice. We could not have asked for a better son-in-law. Ethan is a great young man. We are lucky to have him in our family.
I'm really glad you both accepted our relationship, but the house is not necessary.
Oh, come on, it's just a gift.
But it will cost a lot.
It is okay. We have everything, and we just want you to be happy in your new life.
I could not argue with my dad anymore. He had a valid point. Considering it as a gift, I accepted his decision. Ethan called me before going to sleep. Hey, did you arrive safely?
Yes.
What's wrong? You sound a bit down.
Oh, it's nothing, my love.
Are you upset about the house thing?
Does your dad doubt my abilities?
No, Ethan, you are misunderstanding. He likes you a lot.
All right. Maybe you're right. I'm grateful for your parents' generosity, but I am not sure about accepting such a big gift. It feels like a lot of pressure.
He just wants us to be happy. Is there anything else you're worried about?
I did not like how my parents acted. They were acting like children, touching expensive things and talking about property. I want to apologize to you for their behavior.
Oh, don't worry about it. They might have just gotten carried away.
Alice, I know we have different financial situations, but I promise I will always make you happy.
I know, Ethan. I love you.
I love you too.
I ended the call thinking how lucky I was to have a man of integrity and dreams. My in-laws did seem a bit greedy, but they accepted me, which was a good thing. I went to bed, hoping things would change after we got married. Over the next few weeks, we were extremely busy with wedding preparations. We had to choose our outfits, create the guest list, and select the menu. It was a lot of work, but it was exciting to prepare for our big day. Ethan's parents were with us every step of the way, whether it was shopping or joining us for dinners. I saw it as a positive thing that they were eager to assist. My dad was happy to cover the expenses, but Ethan was hesitant, worried that his parents might be taking advantage of my dad's money. One day, when we all went to decide on this wedding venue, I overheard Ethan and his mom arguing. Why can't you understand? I'm saying this for your good. Mom, please, they are already spending so much on the wedding. But they have so much money. They live in a palace and only give you a small house. I'm just suggesting you ask for a car. Mom, please, I do not need a car. Can you please stop being greedy? You are being foolish. You do not know how to take advantage of the situation. For God's sake, stop talking. Ethan shouted at his mom and stormed out. I did not want him to see me, so I hid out of his way. Ethan was right. His parents seemed to be taking advantage of our wealth. However, I knew Ethan was sincere, and he would always protect me. I decided not to bring up this topic and remain silent. The venue was truly beautiful, and I loved it. Ethan agreed as well.
So, shall we book this place? Yes, but with one condition.
I looked at him, wondering if he was going to ask for a car. Doubt started to creep into my feelings for him.
What is the condition? I will cover the cost. What?
Ethan's dad looked at him in shock, clearly not wanting him to spend the money. But I felt proud of him.
Oh no, that is not necessary. Why not? You have done a lot already. Let us share some of the expenses. I have some savings and I can contribute to this. It's all right, Ethan. Save your money for the future. Please, Mike, I insist.
Dad, it is okay. Let him pay if he wants to.
Well, I do not want to argue with you guys. Okay, Ethan, you can pay.
Ethan was happy and I smiled at Ethan's parents, even though their faces had turned somber.
By the way, when do you guys want to visit your new house? Should we all go now? Oh, sure. That is a good idea. I want to see the new house.
Ethan smiled at his mom and said,
Mike, I think only Alice and I should go. It has been a while since we have had some time together. If that is okay with you, could you please text me the address? Oh, sure. I will text you. Take care.
And then we went to see the house. Why are you being so romantic today? Anything special?
Nothing.
Then why is this going alone and all?
That is because of my parents. I do not want them to see the house.
Why are you being so mean to them? Are they not your parents?
No, I am not. You do not know them. I have seen them since I was born. Maybe you will get to know me after marriage.
Okay. We got to the house and it made me happy because it looked perfect. The sun was setting and it made the place look warm and pretty. When I walked in, I felt excited and the view was absolutely beautiful. Inside the house, Ethan was waiting for me. He was down on one knee and he looked emotional. My heart started beating fast when he said,
I know you already have said yes, but can you promise to be with me forever?
I looked at him with tears of happiness in my eyes and said, Of course, Ethan. Why would I not want to be with you forever? I cannot wait for the day we get married and start our life together as husband and wife holding hands. Ethan wrapped his arms around me, squeezing me in a warm and loving embrace. We had just spent a few hours at what would soon become our new home, and the excitement was palpable. As we headed back, we could not help but dream about the life we were about to embark upon together. Time seemed to fly by, and before we knew it, the day of our fairy tale wedding had arrived. It was a day filled with joy, laughter, and the promise of forever. Surrounded by friends and family, we exchanged vows and began our journey as husband and wife. After the reception, we all gathered for a delightful dinner. This is like a dream come true, isn't it?
Absolutely, Alice. I have a special wedding gift for you both. As a newly married couple, it is the perfect time for you to escape from the hustle and bustle of everyday life and simply relish each other's company in the breathtaking, romantic destination of Hawaii.
Oh, Dad! Thank you so much!
You always manage to surprise us, Mike. It would have been wonderful if it were a family trip. We will have that too soon, Mom. So, Alice, when do you think we should move to our new house? I'm eager to start this new chapter in our lives.
I feel the same way. Our new house symbolizes our future, and I cannot wait to begin this journey together. But perhaps we should make the move after we return from our honeymoon. Ethan nodded, considering my suggestion.
Yes, that does make sense. Or Martha and I can go ahead and help you set up the house,
Ethan's dad said.
I don't think that is necessary, Dad.
However, his dad insisted persistently, and after some decision, Ethan finally agreed. Ethan and I were excited when we got on the plane to Hawaii. The plane ride was amazing. We could see the beautiful blue ocean and the green islands below us. We couldn't stop looking out the window, and we felt more and more excited as time went on. When we landed in Hawaii, the air was warm and kind of humid. It felt like a whole different world. There were lovely smells from the pretty flowers around, and we could hear the waves gently crashing on the shore, which made us feel relaxed. We had so much fun in Hawaii. We went to some really clean and nice beaches. The sand was so soft, like walking on clouds. The water was clear, and we swam and looked at the colorful fish underwater while snorkeling. It was like being in a dream. We arrived at the hotel for dinner. It's time to leave already?
Yes, the days have gone by so quickly, but I'm happy because we are starting a lifelong adventure.
Yes, me too. Suddenly, Ethan's phone rang, and it was his mom calling. We wondered what could be happening. He put the call on the speaker.
Hi, Mom. How are things going?
Hello, Martha. Son, can you please come here?
What happened, Mom? Our flight is tomorrow. We will be there soon.
We have been arrested.
What?
We were shocked.
How? What exactly happened?
I don't know. We just went to our new home and suddenly officers showed up. I cannot give you all the details over the phone. Please come here.
Okay, we are on our way.
After Ethan hung up the phone, a sense of urgency and concern filled the air. Ethan? What could have possibly happened? Your parents getting arrested is so unexpected.
I have no idea, Alice. This is strange. We need to get to the bottom of this.
With hurried movements, we left the hotel, their romantic evening interrupted by the unsettling news. We started our way back home. Shall I inform my dad? He can help.
No, it's okay. We should not trouble him much.
It is okay. They are family.
Anyway, cops will not allow him. We will reach there soon. I will take care of it. Just a few hours.
Okay. Do you want to tell me something? I can sense that something is going on in your head. Do you not want to share it with me?
You know me well, Alice, but I cannot tell you today. Believe me, you will get to know everything when we get there.
Okay, maybe you are right. I will keep some patience. We reached my in-laws. They looked worried. My husband, Ethan, saw police officer Mr. Robert there. They talked quietly and then went outside together. It seemed like they knew each other, which was surprising and made the situation even more unusual for me. Some time passed and Ethan and the police officer came back to where we all waited. The room felt very tense.
What happened? What did you talk about with him?
The police officer, staying professional, calmly said it was a misunderstanding, ma'am. We have had some paperwork to do and then everyone can go. This surprised everyone in the room, except Ethan. My in-laws looked puzzled and relieved. But Martha, not easily calmed down, asked for more details.
Can you please tell us what happened, Ethan? Yes, Mom, but let's leave first. We can talk comfortably at our new home.
So we all went to our new house. Ethan opened the door and we all went inside. My father-in-law looked around at the beautifully decorated house and asked, "Whose house is this?" I was surprised by his question. "You don't know?"
No, it's so nice. I wish Mike had given you this house.
"Martha, this is the house my father gave me. I thought you knew." This surprised my in-laws, and they turned to Ethan with curious looks.
Ethan, what is going on? We need an explanation.
I'm also quite curious what's happening here.
Mom, Dad, have you not realized yet? I intentionally gave you the wrong address.
What did you say? Why would you do that? I was shocked, wondering why Ethan would deceive his parents like this.
Then whose house was that?
Martha inquired.
That house belonged to Sheriff Sir Jonathan, and you were caught trespassing on his property with suspicious items. Ethan, why would you do something like this? Do you not care about us? Do you want us to get arrested? Mom, both you and Dad have taken advantage of my wife's wealth for long enough. I tried to set boundaries, but you were never willing to listen. So, are you okay with us getting arrested?
Ethan's dad questioned.
Dad, of course not. Regardless of how money-focused you may be, you are still my parents. Since we met Alice's parents, you have taken advantage of their generosity. Even when they gifted us the entire house, you were not satisfied. Did you want a car too? I have not even told Alice about this yet. What will her father think if he finds out?
I knew about this, Ethan. I overheard you and your mom arguing about the car that day.
Really? I'm so sorry for that, Alice. I know it must have hurt you. But why does it even matter? Alice's parents are wealthy, and she is their only daughter. Her father was even willing to pay for the wedding venue, but you insisted otherwise, Ethan. Are you still thinking that way, Mom? Alice is here now. At least consider that.
But what about that incident, Ethan? What happened?
Remember when we were planning our trip to Hawaii, Alice? My mom and dad insisted on setting up a house for us, but it was not because they genuinely wanted to help us.
Then why did they want to do it?
My parents wanted to claim the new house for themselves and live there comfortably. No, that's not true. Mom, I know you both very well. Please let me finish. That day you asked me for the address of the house, and I had a feeling you would take all their belongings and settle in before we even arrived. So, I decided to test them by giving them the wrong address.
Were you suspicious from the beginning? Is that why you only took me to see the house, so they would not know the real address?
Yes, Alice. I had my suspicions. My parents went as far as to call a moving truck and brought everything to settle into our new house. They unknowingly trespassed onto the property, and even though the house was locked, my dad tried to force his way in. He did not even consider calling me before attempting to break the lock.
As Ethan narrated the exact incident and my in-laws' real intentions, they appeared guilty. Ethan continued.
Their actions amounted to a violation of the sheriff's property, which is a crime. On top of that, they had so much luggage that it caught the attention of the police, leading to their arrest. They could not provide a reasonable explanation, and as a result, they were deemed guilty.
I do not believe this. Even if you did not know the address, you tried to break into your own son's house?
I might not have been completely fair, but even though it was hard, I wanted to stand my ground. I had to protect my family, which now includes Alice and her parents.
Even if you wanted this home, you could have just asked. There was no need to lie to us and plot behind us. I was in the middle of all this family trouble and felt sad. I saw a side of my in-laws that I did not expect. After the surprising truth came out and Ethan explained everything, the room felt tense. Ethan was upset and angry. My in-laws realized they had done something wrong, and whatever they did was not the right thing.
It's not your fault, son. We have understood that we were wrong, but now we want to make things better by apologizing to Alice and her parents. Thank you for understanding, Mom and Dad. We love you, but we all should set some boundaries. I'm still upset, but things will take time to get better. I know, Ethan. We are ready to wait.
Ethan's parents left after some time. I knew it was hard for Ethan to be strict with his parents, but I was proud that he did the right thing. I was not sure if we would forgive my in-laws and make things as they were, but one thing was clear. What happened that day changed the family a lot. My in-laws learned about boundaries, trust, and the strong power of love.